not what I wanted to do. Although, let's see. Maybe. Downloads. But the question is, what version am I going to get of the manual? Okie doke. Okay, before I came on here, I should have went and saw who the heck. Come on, down, down, down. We're at the hot end, although I need to open. Okay, there we are. So this is where I've got to refer to. Oh, maybe this is, I did have it open. What am I doing? Quit, close. Silly. Okay, let me go to, this is the, LGX Lite. Let me find the instructions to this thing. There we are. That's what I want to see. Okay. And where are the preparation? Here we go. Okay, now I need to get, what's my 4-camera view look like right now? Well, that's not so bad. Except this one has got to come. Oh, I don't have, why is that one not on? So what's this one? That's that one, upper. This one, okay. This doesn't need to be like that. This can be zoomed in. There we go. Tighten those thumb screws up. Come on. Yeah, you should have done this before you went live, you goof. Oh, well. That's okay. And I want to get rid of this one. Which one is that? Is that this one? Let's delete that. Remove, yes. And I want to add this one. There we go. There we go. I want to add that one. But this one's kind of useless with me in it. What the heck. Only one person watching, that's cool. Okay, so what we're going to do, no, I don't necessarily like that just being on that view. Let's move this here and let's actually replace this one. Let's add the close-up camera. And I believe that is this one here. Yes, it is. Right there. And I can back this one up a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Because we have this in the picture, this in the picture. This one still needs to be focused a little bit. Let me just bring this one full screen. No, wrong one. This one. And there we are. I think that is in focus. Okay. There we go. So we are going to work on setting up the LGX Lite with the extruder. Okay. Let's just get going. Actually, I'm very curious as to who is on. Not that I care, but I want to see who's No, not Twitter. I want Twitch. Twitch TV. Who's streaming on Twitch tonight? Loyal. Oh, well, of course. Loyal streaming. And Chris is streaming. And Subsector streaming. Yeah. That's why I didn't go on Twitch. Already, I don't want to. There's already too many people streaming on Twitch. Okay, so I need to get my hot end. And so this is just for this particular one. Now, I just don't remember which piece. I need my fans. I need my fans, which are right here. Do. Get over there, microphone, out of my way. Now, I could actually do one more thing. I wonder if this will let me. What the heck? Worst it'll do is crash OBS. If I add another video device and I go A5100 and go OK and make it just sort of right kind of in the middle. I think it's always nice to have a little glance of whoever's talking sometimes. Anyways, we'll just do that. And we'll see what happens. So let's pull my fans out. Okay. We have 3. We have 2 part cooling fans and 1 hot end fan. There we are. Oh, and the 2 part cooling fans, of course, are split into 1. Job well done. And then we have the hot end fan. There's a splice up here that they've done. Cool. Don't need this motor. Okay. Let's get down to it. I just don't know which one of these pieces I need. There's one for a 10 millimeter fan, which I think is what I've got. Oh, and there's the other piece in there. Okay, so I just have to figure out which one of these I actually need. The main difference is the depth of them. And the main difference is going to be the fan that goes in there. In other words, the hot end fan. So let me put this in here. And see which one I need. So the hot end fan's going to have to go in like, how do they have this? So I think they've got it so the wire's coming out this side. I believe. Why is that not fitting? There we are. So there's the hot end fan going in. And then I have to figure out the wire management in a minute here. And then I don't recall whether it's this one. That's going to help hold the fan in. No, I think it's a longer one. I think it's, so I must have a 10 millimeter fan. So I believe it's this one that goes in. Yeah, it's that one. So that holds the fan in. Hence that extra little bit of length to it. Okay, good. So I just want to see if they have an image. So what I am looking at right now is this right here. Carriage belts, preparation. No, we've already done this part. That part's already done. There we go. This is what I want to have a quick peek at. 4 seconds. Okay, so the fans go in first and then everything else, but they don't show anything about wire management. Okay, fair enough. Okay. Hey, Duff. A new camera every stream. Well, no, I just switched cameras. The main camera in the middle, I've decided to use as my main camera, so that when I'm talking, it's my Sony A5100. And not mentioning where the tool head wires need to run. And they don't do that on the 01 build here either. So I have to kind of just in my head go ahead and I know which way the fan goes in, but I have to figure out which way is the best route for the wires. And I think they've kind of showed me that in this little, just by the way the indents are done in this fan in this part here. I forget what they call this part, but I think I'm pretty sure I'm best off just to go this route right here where the fan just set in just like that. And then there's a little groove up the side for the wires to come up. Tiny little groove. I that's what I struggled with on the mini Afterburner too, was routing the wires. Anyways, for now we're just going to not worry about that. So we want the long one for sure on this. Which one now? This one. This was the longer of the two, so we want that one. We don't need this piece. We'll get rid of that. And then this goes in this way. So this hot end, do we know what size screws we need? Let's just see. I may just have to guess at the screws here. That's all available models, STL. No. So I have to come out. Possibly the screws that came with the hot end. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, sometimes it helps to go look at other pictures, but I'm going to fly solo for this for now. Let's just see. We're not going to put this nozzle in. We're going to be using a different nozzle for this. So that's actually a nice spare nozzle I'll have on that. I might start with that nozzle, we'll see, but I'm putting a Diamondback nozzle in eventually. Don't need the user manual. Totally butchering the box. That's all right. I just want to see if the screws that are in here will fit. They might. Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying different camera angles. I got one coming from over here. Right. This guy. So he's kind of just looking down on here. And then, yeah, I don't know. What the heck? I figure what the heck. Okay. I don't think I need the thermal paste because they've already pre-built this. And I don't thermal paste in my nozzles. So we're going to put that aside. Now let's see if these ones are going to fit down. So this will have to, which is the front. That's one I'm never sure which is the front of the nozzle, but I'm pretty sure this is the front with the thermistor at the back. Or the heater cartridge at the back, thermistor at the front. I don't think there's any wrong way to put this in, but trust me, if there is, I'll find it. Okay, yeah, though that might fit. That might fit. I'm going to assume the logo. Well, I shouldn't assume anything. Let me have a look at this hot end. Maybe I do want the Fadius logo facing forward. Yeah, I guess I do. So it should go in this way, but it's only going to fit in the fit in this thing one way anyway. So if it's wrong, I'll know right away. Well, let's see then. I think this is actually then these screws will actually work. Yep, I think they are. I think they will work. 3 of them. 2. You like the multi-view? Cool. Use a cheaper nozzle for first runs. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. And then put the Diamondback on after. I want to do a video on the Diamondback anyways. They sent them to me, so I want to give it an honest video. And yeah, I don't want to use it for the startup. There we go. Okay, and have the build manual up on one of the corners. Okay, I could do that. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, it's going to be a big manual. And I'll probably have 3 cameras and a build manual. That's actually a very good idea. Very good idea. Okay, before I lose this tiny, tiny, tiny screw for this. I'm going to put them back in the bag. I'm pretty sure I don't need any more of these pieces. Let's just put it all back in the bag. Lots of spare parts. Okay. Put that aside. Okay, so we have this. I'm just going to ensure that it is in fact in there the right way. And it looks like it is. So my guess was perfect on that. Or was my guess perfect? That's the back. That's the front. Man. So looking in here, that thermistor, like the heater cartridge and thermistor are going to be super tight in there. Like they're going to be in there and the wires are going to be bent like straight up. But that's almost too... Let me throw a nozzle in here just for fun. I know I got to hot tighten the nozzle eventually. Let's see how much room they've left me here. Okay, so they know what they're doing when they built it. I guess that's okay. But that's kind of the... Yeah, that's not... I thought that was too much nozzle showing, but I guess that's okay. But man, the heater cartridge and thermistor are going to be super tight in there, and the wires are going to have to come straight up the back. Okay, well, it is what it is. Okay. Here we go. Oh, that's going to be okay then. We will let me snug the nozzle now, and then I'll hot tighten it before we start up. Oh, they don't even give me a nozzle wrench. You'd think they'd give me a proper nozzle wrench, although it doesn't matter, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'll tighten that after. Shadowfang, hello, how are you? Yeah, it's been a long time. Yeah. Yeah, that's a great idea, Duff. I will do that. That's a great idea. I had a drink. Oh, there it is. I have a Coke Zero going here. Okay, so now I believe I have to use the PTFE cutting guide. There we go, yeah. So we have to do this cutting guide first. Where did I put it? I printed all these pieces in black and white. And then I decided I'm going to do it all in white, and then I have black spare parts if I need it. So, okay, so we need to put the PTFE tube, which came with, there we go, came with the LGX light. Let's see if this works. So they're saying and actually what I'll do is, which one of these screens is probably the least useful? Maybe this one for now. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'm going to give you guys a view of what I'm looking at instruction wise. So we're going to basically, I'm going to add screen, a display capture, display 1. Okay. We're going to move this. We'll put this display capture just down right here for now. Let's move it down. There we go. And that way now when I do this, there you guys can see. And then I'm going to take this middle image and move it just down over here. There we go. That way you guys can see what I'm looking at. Here we go. So this is, so we're putting a PTFE tube in the top, under the hot end, and then we're slicing. Okay, sounds good. So we come down through the PTFE cutting guide, which of course doesn't fit because I haven't reamed it out. So let's grab my drill bit. I got to print a new drill bit holder. I made them too tight. Whoops. Oh, I don't like my picture there. It's blocking what I'm doing. So I love live streams. Here, we'll do it right there. put me kind of there. There we go. At least that way you can see what I'm doing down here. Is that better? Oh, kind of. Man, that's still tight. Oh, no, that's too tight. Let me ream it out a little more. Timmy, Timmy, Tim, 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 Timmery, Tim, Timmery, Tim, 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 Cherie. What's up with your printer? Can it print things for me? Hey, Thomas. Leave it to you. That's awesome. It can't print things for you right now. I can print on the other one. So the let me put my drill bits back. The added fun part that I'm doing on this one is my good buddy over at 3D Lab Tech made me a kit. It's the you guys have all heard of it. This is called the umbilical breakout board by T. Abram. So he made me the kit. He dyes all of his, apparently these connector, whatever you want to call them, connector things don't come in black. They're always white. He dyes them somehow, and they're black. It looks so good. So he made me the kit, the wired kit. He, with all the plugs, and what he does, all the wires are the same color because I asked them to be, but what he does is he takes the heat shrink, and I don't know if you see it on camera. He laser engraves heat shrink tubing with what the wire is. And it's really, you can see lettering there, really hard to see, but he laser engraves it. So that one there is the, you got to catch it in the right light, but that is the, oh, that's a chamber thermistor. So that's for, apparently there's a chamber thermistor on here, and I can add that into my printer config, and it'll tell me the temperature of the chamber. But so he laser engraves all his heat shrink tubing for these. So each one is labeled. So there's not a sticker on it that can fall off or get in the way. And all the wires can be red because my printer theme is basically black, white, and red. It's really, really cool. Chim Chimmery, Chim Chimmery. I like that. Tim Timmery, Tim Timmery, Tim 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 Chiroo. What's up with your printer? Can it print things for me? Or whatever. I screwed it up, but hey, I might make a t-shirt with that on it. Anyways, we're trying to get this PTFE tube in this PTFE tube cutter, and it's very, 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 very tight. Right with the Sharpie on the heat shrink, and then when you shrink it, it becomes super bold. Oh yeah, there you go. Okay, I've got to ream this out a little bit more. I don't want to go bigger on the drill. Although this is just for cutting the length. This is just a little bit very, very tight. There's nothing I can do with that. Let me just, what's my next size up? Is it a 0.5 millimeter or a full millimeter in size? 4 to a 4.5. 0.5 millimeter is a pretty big jump. Although, it might not be too bad. I mean, that is a clear hole. That is clear. Mind you, PTFE tubing is 4 millimeters right on the nose, so. Oh man, that's tight. Nope. Nope. Okay, well, I'm going to just, I'm going to cheat. And I'm going to drill it out 0.5 millimeter, which is a 1/4 millimeter on each side in circumference. So we'll just, it's just a cutting guide anyways. Heat shrink and fine tip marker. Stuck in your head. It's called an earworm, right? There we go. That'll work. I think to me, it's like, that's dedication if you're going to laser engrave on your heat shrink tubing. I mean, I think that's great. You probably obviously have a long piece of heat shrink. You just laser engrave a whole bunch of them, but it's cool. So yeah, he wants me to basically beta test this system for him. So, oh, there we go. That's much better. And I can still get a nice clean cut on that. Okay, so we go there, and then this clips. Okay, so this is going to go in there, and this is clipping on right there. Or do I have that? I want to make sure I get this the right way. Or is this clipping in? Yeah, that's clipping on. Oh, no, this way. This way? No. I got to watch the video again here. Let me blow it up a bit so we can all see the animation. Okay, so the opening is clipping towards the back like this. Ah, there we go. Just snapped it in. Throw the PTFE tubing in all the way down. Make sure. Oops. Okay, something's not right here. No, that's too short. The piece that's, oh, I'm never going to get that out. Ah, okay. Well, it's too short. I got to destroy it to get it out, but it's too short anyways. That's got to go a little deeper than this one was, so I need to get myself a piece of PTFE tubing, which I should have somewhere. Let me go find one. Yeah, this will work. It's called this is going to be high quality stuff, right? Import Teflon pipe. It'll do the job though. It'll do the job. It's fake. Oh, and it's even cut nice and square on the ends. We have some fake Capricorn tubing. So let's push you in. There we go. Snap you in place. And we cut. That's brilliant. Look at that. It's an all metal hot end, so it's not like this is going to go down and touch the nozzle and give me any hassles. So I'm not worried about the fact that it's cheap, as long as it's not going to impede the filament path. That's the one thing to beware of with these cheaper, oh, right on the floor, with these cheaper products. There we go. So now I can pop this out. And we should have the proper length PTFE tube coming out of there now. So yeah, good. Okay. Another one bites the dust. So we have that done. Okay, let's minimize this window. Okay, now we're going to carriage and belts. Now this part of all, oh no, hang on. Is this, what did I just miss here? Carriage and belts. Let's see what this little quick video is showing. Okay, pop them out, pop them out. Put some square nuts in there. I've done this. I already pre-prepped this. So I've put the square nuts in there. I've got the back on. The only thing I didn't do is I didn't leave the motor off. So there we go. So we got to prep that. So I already went ahead and put the square nuts in just because. But right now what I'll do is I'll pop this apart. And I will leave the motor off, as they say there. But I was watching somebody else do this in a video. I do my homework on these things a bit. And the one thing I got to be cautious of is I don't let this whole thing fall apart. So what we did was we opened this up, and inside here, I got to keep it. So we have inside here. So we've got the two square nuts on the bottom here. It's quite the mechanics in there. I wouldn't want to have that pop out because I'm sure I could put it all back together, but I don't want that hassle right now. And then on this side, popped the motor off, and we popped the back off, and then those nuts all went in. There's 5 nuts that went in the back there. And I had to put a little pressure on them. They didn't just fall in easily, so I had to put a little pressure on them to get them in. If you slide scrap filament in the tube before cutting it, it'll prevent the tube from deforming, and you'll get them. Oh, what a smooth, what a smart idea. Maybe I'll recut it. I'll slide a scrap piece in and see if it is smooth. But yeah, that was a smart idea. So let's put these bolts back in place, as they said in the video. There we go. And we'll just set this down. And let's see what we got to do next. LGX light preparation. So, okay, I've done that. And I've done that. And I have done that. Okay, so we have, did I put the end stop on? I did put the end stop on, yes. A little different end stop than they're showing in the picture. The one I've got is a wired end stop. So, or not a wired, but it's a, I'm going to sneeze. Hang on. Excuse me. It's got that little flippy finger thing in it. Flippy. Yeah. What is the oddest bottom layer problem have you all seen? Mine all hold the plate, but half little ridges that stick up. But when I do the bed leveling prints, it's fine. Nothing shows up. What? Yours all hold to the plate, but half have little ridges that stick up. But when I do the bed leveling, it prints fine. Nothing shows. I don't know. Before I forget about it, I'm going to just grab a piece of filament and check the tube. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't want to have deformed that tube. Let me find some scrap filament. The only scrap I have handy is a piece of carbon fiber PET G. But let's just see if this path is going to be. Oh yeah, I'm fine. That's sliding in and out, like it's well lubed. That's what she said. I know. Yeah, that's fine. We're good. Okay. So I've done this part. Oh, yeah, it has sound to it. What's the sound like? Oh, there's no real sound. Oh, my speaker's off anyways. I just thought it's muted. Is there actually any sound to this video? Hang on, let's see. I'm curious. No, there's no sound to it. I thought they might have like some pleasant music or something. So when you're done, you may attach the X carriage. It's a good time to add a small zip tie to the right zip tie loop and then the X end stop. On the Mini After LGX light, we use inverted orientation for this micro switch, and using a pair of needle nose pliers, you may remove the steel arm. Oh, so I can remove the steel arm as an optional step. Well, I would rather, so let's just have a look at this. So I'm trying to see where the zip ties would go, but I can probably, let me bring another camera over here, guys. And up. Oh, this isn't coming close enough. My desk is getting too crowded to move my camera around. Bear with me a sec. I don't know if any of you guys have this camera. This one here, I added 5 pounds of lead to the base of this camera because it kept doing weird things, but there we go. So there's what it's talking about. So here's the this is the switch on it. Now it's telling me that as an option, oh, I see what they've done. If I watch that video again, I think what they did, they inverted the switch. No, that switch is on right. So it looks like, but what happens if let's just move this over. So hang on, let's get this up a little higher. Here we go. So if I come over, Oh, I see. It will still hit it. I don't know why I would want to. They're saying as an option, I can cut this off, but I don't know if I'd want to. I think I'm going to leave it on for now. If it's optional, I'm leaving it on, just to be sure. So, yeah. Okay, I'm just going to leave it be, since they did say it was optional. Come on, focus on there because we're going to work over here. There we go. I don't see Viking in here at all. No. Let me scroll up. I see nothing from Thomas. No. That is odd that he's chatting in here. Let me check. Let me check YouTube. Let me go to YouTube and see if it's showing up on YouTube on my end. And no, I don't see you, Thomas. I'm sorry. That's strange. I've never had that. I've never heard of that happening before. There we are. Okay, so this is a good time to add a small zip tie to the right zip tie loop, and then the X end stop. Okay, well, we've added the X end stop, so I'm assuming then, I'm going to just go on faith. Where did I put them? There's my small zip ties, but I'm going to assume that they're meaning right in here. Right in here. That's the only zip tie loop I can see on this thing, but why? Which way do I want it to go? Oh, we'll just leave it in there. I think I can still access that. That's fine. Yeah, no, and Duff, when you came in, I had only just started. You were the first one in, so I haven't seen anybody else in. So if you're listening, Thomas, I don't know what's going on. Don't know what's going on. Okay, so let's get back to the 4-screen split here. There we go. Now we're going to install extruder and hot end cowling using 2 M38 button head to attach the LGX light to the cowling. Insert fans. Okay. So M38s to the cowling. So let's just pull this fan out for now to get it out of the way. Okay. Kind of lost my other view here since I moved this camera. There we go. There we go. Okay. M38s. I put all my screws back kind of together here, but I happen to have 2 M38s in my tray. There we go. So I'm going to show the video that these guys are showing here. So we go boom. So we're going to go underneath 2 M38s. We're sliding the fans in, sliding that up. And then, of course, then we hold we put some screws in there, I'm sure. Yeah, which is going to hold it onto the x-axis. Okay, let's just watch that once more. Boom, boom, they go in the front and there and there. Okay. So our M38s are going to go in here. Oh, that's perfect. And in here. Now they're going to fall. Let me just do one at a time. Now I've got to make sure I do not drop this and let it fall apart. Okay, so this is going to go right there. Come on. Those are not going to fit, or are they? Hang on. Okay, let me just make sure that the nuts are actually there. Okay, the nuts are there. That M38 seems to be a bit short, unless that's a 6. I wonder if that's a 6. I'll bet that's a 6. Yeah. Let me just find my M38 package. Here's my M38 package. Yeah, I'll bet that was a 6 I had. No, that was a 6. That's an 8. Didn't seem to want to fit. It's sticking through enough. Well, let me try again. Let me try once more. Nope. Not quite long enough, so I think I'm going to need to use 10s. Okay, let me see if I have some M310s here. M36, M312s. I'm sure there's 10s here. Sixteens. 10s. See if these work. I don't want it to be too long, but I think we're okay because it's going to go into there's a lot of play in that nut. 2 millimeters is not huge, but it could make a big difference in here. As long as I don't bind anything up in the extruder. Okay, so. Okay, that grabbed the nut. Yeah, M310s are fine. So. Okay, that's M310. I want to make sure that nothing is binding in here. No, nothing is binding, and my everything should be good. Should be good. Okay, so we got that part done right there. And then we got, so now we, boom, that's on there, that's on there. Fans and hot end. Well, I'm going to throw caution to the wind. No, I think that's not the way I want to word it. I'm just going to put a couple nuts temporarily on here, which personally, knowing myself is a smart thing to do, because with my luck, while I'm putting the fans and getting all the wires and everything organized, I would drop it and I would knock all the pieces out of it. So as a temporary measure till I get the fans in and the hot end, we're putting a couple nuts right there just to hold that assembly together. I know myself too well, and I would drop it if I didn't do that. So there's a little tip if you're clumsy like me. Okay, fans. Who's the biggest fan? And I'm going to have to shorten these fan wires as well anyways when I'm going with the umbilical system. So, okay, so label towards what I want to cool. This can go in. Yeah, so we're going to run that fan wire up this side. So you snap in just like that. Okay. And you're going to come up this corner. Now we have our cooling fans. Hopefully these fit better than they did in the afterburner last time. So you go. I know you're on this side. Are these mirrored? Let's see how they've got these laid out for me. Are they actually mirrored? No, they're not mirrored. So one's going to go in. They really haven't. So this one's going to slide in, just friction fit, I believe. Okay. Got the fin, the vents down, and the okay, you're not going into cooperative. Oh, I see, because the bottom one. Oh, okay. Well, this is the finicky part. Okay, let's pull you out. There we go. You're down all the way. That is correct on this one. Now we're going to do the second side. And you've got to go in this way. No, you've got to go in. You have got to go in the other way. So the wire is going to be inside. I just got a message here. I better check and see what's going on. Oh, hang on one sec. I'm trying to source a piece of marble slab or granite slab for doing my Voron 2 build, for getting the 2.4 build, for getting it square. So this one here. So this is the part I started with last time. This has to be on the inside. This one's fine. The wire's coming out here, which I can run up and over. But this one here, the wire's got to go on the inside in order to orient the fan the right way. There's no other way to run this wire. So the wire kind of gets pinched underneath. And I can't think of any other way to do this. And there's no real... Okay, they've run... okay, so they got kind of a little groove to run the wire in there. I see. Okay, so let's see. It's all about wire management. Let's see if that's correct, what I've assumed that they've done there. No, see, this one doesn't sit in quite as nicely. There we go. Just because of the wire. So if we run you guys up here, and that wire is going to run over that way. This wire can come straight up under here. These are fussy little things. And apparently the 2.4 build is easier because there's more room. It's a little larger. I don't know. I'm not even sure what configuration I'm using for it. But this one here, so that's going to interfere when I put that last fan in. So if I do this, now if I pop this fan down. Okay, let's pop this one down. It's a tight fit. This was the most finicky part of the last build too, so let's get that fan in. I'm trying not to hurt the fans. Bend any blades. Any crap like that. You are a tight fit. Hang on. Oh, come on. I'm concerned about this wire right here. They need a little groove to run that wire up, in my opinion, but yeah, the one that the guy that's replied to me now, $20, I can get an 18 by 12 by 18 piece, something like that, which is fine just for putting corners on to square them. $20 for a brand new piece. They're actually used for large cutting boards. So I figure $20 is fair for a piece of that stuff. Okay, I'm really struggling with this one here. It's not, yeah, I got to pull this out again. The, if I can get it out. Come on. Struggling with this fan because there's really nowhere. So maybe I have to put the other one in first. It's not sitting on the bottom properly like the other fan because the wire is on the bottom. There's no other way to run the wire. Really what they should do for these type of kits, which is a big ask, is make custom fans where you have a right and a left fan. Okay, so that's in there fine. There is a groove for the wire though, so it looks like they have made a groove for the wire, but it's just, oh, I see. So if I run this down through that, come on. Okay, if I can get away with that, let's see. Okay, let me try. No, it's not bad at all, 20 bucks. If I really like them, I might get a couple. Okay, come on. Now, I do not want to... the wire's got to run up this way because there's a groove. There's an actual groove for the wire there. So if I can keep this somehow, oh man, you can stay there. Don't make me have to glue you in. There we go. Stay there. Now you're going to slide in. You're going to go just underneath. Now you've got to slip by that other fan. Now, let's see. If I push the other fan all that way, move you. There we go. Did that work? I think that worked. Hang on. Don't crush the fan. I think that worked. Yep, that worked. So we got that in. Just a little bit of fussing. Little bit of fussing. Okay, so then that wire can run up over that side. We can run over here for now. And then these are going to run up that corner and out there. And then when that attaches up above the wires, then I can pull them back and we can worry about wire management after. Okay, so there we go. So we got the fans in place, and now we're ready to slip the hot end in. Okay. So we slip the hot end in. Make sure we get the PTFE tube up the right chute. All the while holding the wires out of the way. Thanks, G-Ready Prints. Appreciate it. I call it my red edition. Okay, now, of course, that wire's getting in the way. Get out of the way. Come on, there we go. And up the chute hole. And snap in. Come on. Come on. Oh, it's the wires. Of course it's the wires. You're supposed to go up that groove wires, and you're not supposed to, there we go, you're not supposed to, there we go. So we got that in now. So the wires, they've got that little hole to come up this side. This fan doesn't matter because the wires are coming out the top over here. And then we got the hot end in. And then I believe we're going to use 40 millimeter screws or 35 millimeter screws that'll end up screwing onto the X-axis here. Okay. And I don't know why we have a zip tie right there, but we'll see. We'll figure it out. We'll find out. Whew, that was like a lot of work. So let's see. So we've done that. We've done that. We've done that. We put the fans in and we got that up there. Okay, perfect. As difficult as that seemed, now we're going to assemble. So now we're going to boom, screws in there, motor on, and screws in there, and boom, and boom, and boom. Okay, we should be good. Okay, pretty self-explanatory. So remove the M3 nuts from the back of the LGX light and remove the back spacer plate. Attach the assembly to the X carriage. Okay, so the X carriage is going to replace, so this part right here is going to replace the back cover of the extruder. And we're going to attach to the X carriage using two M3 by 30s. Tighten down the front M3 by 35. Okay, I think, yeah, the 35s are going in here and the 30s are going back in the, okay. So let's get the 35s out. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad you like my camera setup. I'm always struggling with getting the best camera setup. If you're on a mobile, it sucks to watch a 4 split screen, I think. But thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, so here's where we get fancy. So let's give you a better camera view from the close-up guy here. So let's pull this a bit closer. I love that I put weights in this thing. There we are. So what I'll do is I'll make this the full screen because this is the key part right now. Okay, and let's give you, there we are. Okay, so I'm going to take these temporary nuts off that I put on the back here to hold this on because I would have dropped the whole assembly here. We'll do this for now. I'm going to take these temporary nuts off. Don't need them anymore. Take this one off. There we go. So this assembly is going to come up. Whoa! See, I just dropped one of them out already. Ha! Ay, ay, ay. All the while keeping the wire management all good. There we go. So we got this assembly here. We're going to remove this plate. Okay, these are going to go through here. Oh, come on. Okay, I've got to I'm going to ream these holes out a little bit. Just give them some clearance. There we go. Okay. That's better. That's better. Okay. Got the wires all cleared on both sides. Okay. We'll grab the motor. And we will mount the motor on. Oh, sorry, my hand's right in the way there. That's okay, but basically if I come from the top. Okay. There we go. Make sure I'm not binding. No, we're not binding. Everything seems to be working. I got to take a phone call, guys. I'm going to be muted. I'll be right back. Hey, Zenbender. Okay, I got to run 3 minutes. I got to run a few things up to our sick child. He's got a cold. So I just got to run him up a few things. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. I'll give you a full split view so you can have a look at what's going on or just chat amongst yourself for a few moments. I'll be right back, guys. Okie dokie. I'm back. Hey, hello, I'm back. Okay, so we got this. Now I need to 235 millimeter button head cap screws in here. And I pulled those guys out, and that should if the world and the moon and the sun are aligned properly, align nicely with those. Those are too long. Those are too long, I think. Or are they? Hang on, let me make sure. It says 35 millimeters, but maybe they're good. I thought it looked like I was going into too long, but I would see it pushing out at the back if it was. Yeah. It does say 35 M35s. No, it says M30s. Let me. Do I have M30s? Let's just see. I'd rather be. If a 30 works, then a 30 works. If I have a 30. 40s. Yeah, let me try the 30s. Let me try the 30s and see if they fit. If they fit and bite enough, I don't want to be going too deep on these. Let me see if the 30 is going to bite on this side. No, see, that doesn't seem to be reaching the, that is definitely not reaching. Let's get these wires out of the way here now, for now. Should I have brought all those wires over to the same side, I wonder? Yeah, I may take that off and bring those wires over to this one side, because the other side doesn't have a, yeah, see, that doesn't seem to be gripping at all, whereas a 35 did. Okay. Okay. Okay, 35 it is. See if I can get this out of here. Yeah, that'll come out. But I'm going to let's see maybe about moving these wires to the other side, all to this side. Yeah, this is great with a heated chamber. The little umbilical add-on I've got has the thermostat for the chamber. So, oh, helps to take the screw all the way out. So let me check if there's a way to route all this wiring over to the one side. Can I get away with that? Yeah, probably just up top here. I would prefer all the wiring out the one side. If I can. Right there. It'll be a little neater. Yeah. Yeah, that's much better. Much better. Even though the wiring for the motor is coming out at an angle, we're still okay. No, that's true. I will say it heats up fast, but when I heat the bed to 100 from fully cool, it takes a little bit of time to heat it to 100. I would say 5 minutes to heat it to 100. But if I'm doing multi prints, if I print and then swap another print, it doesn't drop too fast temperature wise. So okay, so now I can zip tie these wires coming out of here. So on this side, these wires that are coming out here, I can just zip tie those nice and neatly. Oh, that's... There we go. Let's just cut this off. Just like that. Okay, good. Now we'll put those two 35 millimeters. This guy didn't come out. Okay, you got to come out. You've got to come out of there. Don't be stubborn. There we go. Okay. How much bigger compared to the Vira? Oh, much bigger. Twice the size as far as the build volume goes. Twice the build volume easily. And why are you? Oh, you are. I just need to be patient. Okay, what is holding you up? Huh. That is not gripping. But why? This one screw is not... What is going on in there? Everything's aligned. I'd say it's about twice the volume. Yeah, that was an interesting experience, all in all, that kids printer. I don't want to force this, but why is that not gripping? See if this side's lined up. You're missing too. Okay, well, we got to see what's going on back there. Okay, well, fun. Come on. There we go. Oh, man. Look at that little zip tie out of there. I got to take this off and see what's going on behind there. There's, for some reason, it's not catching the heat sinked, the heat embedded inserts in behind there. So just want to see what's going on. Don't lose the gear. There we go. So let's make sure you aside. Don't fall. Don't fall. There we go. I want to make sure these things are actually... Yep. Yep. Yeah, that little guy would have been nice for that little one, wouldn't it have? I mean, for a kid's printer, yada yada, but it was a danger. Oh, okay. I have a little issue here I got to deal with. I see why that one screw wasn't going in. The wires. Dang. I kind of butchered a wire here. Obviously, the wires were crossing this hole, and I butchered a wire here. Didn't butcher. I just bared some wire. I'm going to put some electrical tape on that. My bad. Live and learn. Okay, let's put you together here for a second. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that little fix on the wires there. So when I start these streams so late and I get a little tired and I just overlook a couple tiny things, but I think I can fix that with a little bit of electrical tape. Let's see. My own fault. Trying to get too fancy with the wire routing. Well, at least I didn't break the wires. I just scorched them a little bit. Okay, don't need a big piece. Don't need that big a piece. Okay. There's that one. There we go. No harm done. No harm was done. No wires were harmed in the making of this video. Not true. So how can I do that so I don't interfere with the holes, but yet I run them out the same side? It's a fussy little thing. Okay, there. If I do that, if I can get that up there, maybe if I just put the screws in advance, like that. And where's my other 35er? There we go. So if I get them in so that the wires are already around the screws, okay, is that going to work though? It should. Let's just try. That worked. Oh, tell me I didn't trap. Let's loosen you off a bit. Yay. This is so fussy. Okay. Sorry, I got to turn this around. Patience. Okay, Duff, take care. I'm only going for another 15 minutes at the most anyways. I've got a long day tomorrow. I've got to get ready for tomorrow's stream. This was the tedious part in the last build too, was getting everything kind of all put together in the mini afterburner, although this is just a little different kind of issue. This is just all to do with running the wires. So I'm not pinching anything. That's the key thing, is I don't want to pinch any wires under anything. There's no real good wire paths here. Maybe I do have to run this out both sides. No, but I don't want to have to do that, because then that's going to look really terrible from the other end. Okay, so let's see. Let's try it again. No, something is not. I'm not liking what I'm doing here. Okay. Okie doke. And then we go up. You're clear of the screw. Man. I don't like that. I don't like the way these wires are going. I've got to come out. Am I supposed to? Maybe I'm supposed to come down and out this corner. That's not too close to the hot end, I don't think. Maybe that's what that cutout is for. They don't really make it clear. I haven't seen any diagrams with the actual wires in it, but that looks like it's going to be too close to that hot end. There's some cutouts. There's a cutout right here on the corner, if you can see it. If I run the wires diagonally across that cutout and then up, but no, that can't be. That cannot be what that's for. I'm going to research this a bit more before I go much further. I want to make sure that I'm doing this the most effective way possible. So I'm going to do a bit of research before I continue this, and I'll continue this on my live stream, my regular Sunday stream tomorrow. But I don't want a chance doing this wrong. I want to make sure of the proper wire path. I can't go up and around, because what's going to happen when I go up and around, and it's going to interfere. This has to kind of sit flush against here, okay? And there's two little grooves here where these screws are going to sit. And what happens if I run the wires up and around, it's going to interfere in here. If I run the wires up out this way, well, I suppose I could do that, but then I'm going to come around. Well, I guess I could do that and just go up towards the bundle. Anyways, I'm gonna do a bit of research and see what other people have done. See if I can find some actual images of that wired up, and see how they've done it. So I'm going to leave that there. I'm not in a rush, anyways. So there's just a few of you guys left on here. Okay, we've got some headway done anyways. So that's why I like the live streams. It's reality. Okay, I'm going to do some research in the morning. Main cam. There we are. Let me get this little camera out of the way. Didn't turn the light on, did you? Why? There we go. So thanks everybody who's watching. You might see behind me. Hey Joe, I'm actually just winding up for tonight, but I'm going to be back on tomorrow. I'm just doing a little bit of the build tonight. I just hopped on just to get a few more things done. We're working on the extruder for this second build here, and I'm just having an issue with the wire management. So I'm going to pause tonight, and I'm going to look in the morning and see what other makers have done as far as how they've managed the wiring in the back of this, because there's not much room to play with. And I just want to make sure that I get it all done right. So yeah, so we're going to pause it for now. You can see up here, these things came in yesterday. They were dropped off by UPS. This is the Voron 2.4 R2 kit with the panels. So that's going to be the next build once this little guy's done. So this will start probably, I was hoping next Sunday, not tomorrow, but a week tomorrow, but depending on if I can get this little 01 all finished up. So why does it seem dark in here? I think my camera's just really dark. I'm playing with cameras and camera angles and stuff like that. So it actually looks pretty good. It might be fine on screen. It could just be the StreamYard stream. So, but I'm wrapping it up for tonight. It's 10 o'clock here. Yeah, 9:56. And I will be back on tomorrow at my regular. I may actually start. I think I've scheduled for 5 o'clock tomorrow. Let me check. I believe I am scheduled for 5 o'clock tomorrow. Let me go to my YouTube screen and see, and my dashboard. And yeah, 5 p.m. tomorrow, actually, 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So we're starting up a little early tomorrow just so we can get a lot of the build done. So that way, if I can go for 3 hours and get it done, but hopefully I'll get this hot end wrapped up tomorrow. And then I believe the next steps, let me just confirm that. But I believe once the hot end is all on and wrapped up, boom, boom, that's that one, that's the mini afterburner, which I'm skipping because I'm using this one. We put that on, secure it, secure that, put that on, done. Yeah, then after that, we do the wiring, electronics and wiring. So hopefully we can get this taken care of really quick. I'll do some research in the morning to ensure that I'm putting it on the best way possible. So we're going to call it a quit for now, and we will see you guys all tomorrow at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time for my standard live stream. So thanks everybody who hung out tonight. And Joe, I'm sorry I'm leaving as soon as you pop in, but got to get a bit of beauty rest today. So it's been a long haul this last week. So I will talk to you guys all. Yeah, no problem, Zenbender. A short one, but quick, and didn't get a whole lot done, but we'll figure it out. And I'll talk to all you guys. Where's my button? I'm trying to push this button here. There we go. I'll talk to all you guys tomorrow at 5 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. Bye for now.